Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. Today, I'm talking about Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. This movie was directed by Tim Burton. It was starring Asa Butterfield, um, Ella Purnell, Terrence Stamp, Eva Green, and Samuel L. Jackson, and many, many others. And this movie here is about these peculiar kids who've been taken in by Mrs. Peregrine, and they live there outside of time. They pretty much live in the past. They live in the past and they're stuck in a time loop that Miss Peregrine has made for them, keeping them safe from the outside world and from everything that's going involved. So they pretty much stay in this little world forever in this particular time. And then you have Asa Butterfield character Jake, who's in present time. But something happens. But he was pretty much, I wouldn't say raised by his grandfather, but he had a close relationship to his grandfather, and his grandfather told him all these amazing stories about his adventures when he met Miss Peregrine and the other children. And something happens to his grandfather, and he's forced to go to the island to find these people, and and that's pretty much the movie. And he goes on this pretty much amazing adventure with them, and he has to learn how to help them and also find himself and who he truly is and what his purpose is and what his peculiarity is so he can help them and help save the day, and they can pretty much come together to stop the forces, well, of evil in a way. Yes, that's pretty much what the movie's all about, sort of. Now, before I get into the good, I'm gonna start with the bad. The bad parts are this: the movie's a little slow. It starts off really, really slow. Nothing really happens too much, really, but it starts to pick up during the middle parts of the movie. As soon as Asa Butterfield's character meets Samuel L. Jackson's character Baron for the first time, that's when things really starts to really pick up. Yeah. Another thing is the humor doesn't work all the time. It's not really that funny at times. At times you can tell that they're telling a joke. It just wasn't delivered well, so it can be funny. And the acting performances from a lot of actors on this picture wasn't really that great. I mean, like Asa Butterfield, for example, he had moments where his certain thing was it was so dry and so dryly delivered that it didn't come off well. Even at the time it was supposed to be emotional scenes, I don't think he really know how to tap into that feeling or not, or he just didn't care. I don't know what it was. Even Terrence Stamp, sometimes his lines, his delivery of certain things wasn't really all that great to me. Yeah, and other characters as well, too. Another thing that was wrong in this movie was the okay, a lot of things happen in this movie out of convenience. It didn't make sense, but it was just convenient just to help the story move along. I mean, there's a scene with a boat that didn't make sense. Like, how would that really work? But whatever. It helped them get to where they wanted to get to, so I guess you just gotta go with it. And then towards the end, even though it had a happy ending, but it just like how did it how did he get to the situation made no sense because it wouldn't really work really either. So it's just, but just to get to the happy ending, so you just have to go with it. Like, oh, okay. And then something weren't really explained that well, like Jake's peculiarity, what his power was, made no sense to me. I mean, even though you know what it was, it's like this. How would he have that peculiarity? Like for that, his power was so specific for the task that it would have been impossible for his body to produce this kind of type of skill or power. I just how would that work? Because the only way his powers will work, it all depends on Samuel L. Jackson's character and what he did. If his character did not do that, he would not have no powers. So I just how would his body know in the future in advance to make him adapted to so he can do this if he didn't do this one particular thing? I just like what? And then that when they were trying to figure out what his powers were, if he had any powers or not have any powers, that was kind of vague too. So that just he did have powers, but he didn't have powers, but he did. Like, okay, that was confusing. that's that. So that's enough for the bad stuff. Let's move on to the good. The good part is, like I said, even though it started off pretty slow, towards the middle, it started to pick up. And it was interesting to see the kids use their abilities, stopping the bad people, the bad monsters that was coming after them. That was interesting. And also it's cool to see what the bad guys, what their abilities were and what they were able to do. That was fun to watch as well. So overall, if this is a bad movie, I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's just not great. Yeah, it isn't really great. I'm just giving them a C. But don't take my word for it. Go check it out for yourself. Hopefully, when you see it, you have a fun time watching it. You will enjoy it. Fun for all. Hopefully, when you see it. If you have seen it, leave your comments down below and let me know what you thought about it. And if you haven't seen it, like I said, don't take my word for it. Go check it out for yourself if you want to. Well, that's all I gotta say about that. So give my channel a like, thumbs up, boom, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. Like I always say in my dreams and in real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, peoples.